This is Powerhouse TV, and I'm your host, Sugar Plum. And today we are here, Redzone, and here we do not use protection. Our mouth, we dey talk am as e be. We know the wear condom for mouth. So I have with me Purple Diamond.
As usual.
Say hi.
Hello.
And I have with me Mazi who.
Mazi Ayafurugo.
Hello.
Mazi Ayafurugo, one of which state?
Of Igbonine.
Of Igbonine. Wow. The pressure is really getting worse. So on today's episode, we're talking about the pros and cons of masturbation. Let me break it down to you, the advantage and disadvantage of masturbation. So, Purple Diamond, I'm addressing you now. Do you think there is an advantage for masturbating?
Okay. You know that normally everybody thinks masturbation is bad, is a crime, is addictive, is this, is that. For me, if they get medal, I go win them. So I would always say there's an advantage to it because everything you do, there's a reason for it.
Exactly.
Everything in this life has an advantage and disadvantage. So, if not for masturbation, a lot of people will be on the streets doing shit. And we know that. But people control themselves with a lot of things behind closed doors and come out as a normal person. So for me, it keeps me sane. So let me use myself as a point of contact by saying this. Masturbation keeps me sane from a lot of things.
So, Mazi, what?
Hey, sanity and masturbation in one sentence. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Not by the 18th century, masturbation was considered a disease, a mental illness.
Exactly.
An act that can lead to insanity. But, as time goes on, things get watered down and, promiscuity becomes rife. So, I think, in my opinion, it has a disadvantage, but then masturbation can help. Masturbations that lead to orgasm. Orgasm helps the mind to release stress. When you orgasm, you release dopamine, you release oxytocin, you release some chemicals that can ease your distance. But then,
I am tempted to ask, please, what did you study in school?
I won't talk saying a professor you be.
Exactly, because the way you're dropping the words and everything is just in check. So what did you study?
I don't even have a degree yet.
Wow.
So, apart from that, you cut me short. I was saying something.
Okay.
Masturbation can also be addictive. We are all addicted to something, each and every one of us. Individually. So you said something to correct you, not to correct you, to add to what you said. You said masturbation helps us keep ourselves in check. That without masturbation, a lot of people will come to the streets mad. But there's still mad people on the streets.
But not from
masturbation.
Not from sex things.
It's
not sex related.
They are still rapists.
They are, but then I think it helped decrease the rate of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair point.
I would probably rape you if I wasn't masturbating.
When it comes to masturbation,
You probably do it.
Okay.
Please,
continue,
what did you say?
please.
You probably do what?
I would probably rape you if I wasn't.
Oh my God! So you did enter
rape
in
is not
eye.
no rape is not something to be used flippantly though.
It's a strong word.
All right, host.
So I think that masturbation, it really helps women a lot because most women do not reach orgasm with penetration.
Yes.
That's why most women, we have toys. Like I have a toy that I use and again, it makes you to have less sexual partners. Because some women like me, I'm always careful with any person I'm having anything to do with. And if I'm not emotionally attached to you, I would not want to have sex with you. So for me to keep myself in check and when I'm horny, for me to, just release and be okay. And study also have it that masturbation helps you relieve stress. Even get a better sleep. Because when you have sex and you come, like when you come, you're going to want to sleep and you will sleep fine. You will dream where you're in heaven. Do you understand? Okay, now, let's talk about the disadvantages of masturbation.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. For me, I'm the wrong person to ask disadvantages of it. But then let's just talk about everybody in general. There is addiction attached to masturbation. So if you're masturbating, there is a 70% chance that you'll be addicted to it. And it makes you procrastinate a lot. I don't know if you've noticed. If you masturbate a lot, you procrastinate a lot.
Like you always be tired of
Yes.
doing anything.
And 100% of the time that you're meant to think about business, school, you're thinking about sex, and you're thinking about, let me go
Even when
home
you're
and
in
get
class,
this done.
you're just thinking about the feeling and everything.
Like, I always talk about myself. He's talking now. Let's leave the face, the body, everything aside. His voice is one of the things that I would want to.
Deep.
Yes. So, me right now, let's just say I'm walking right now, and in my head, this is what I'm thinking about. Because if there is anything like addiction with masturbation, you should say I'm addicted to masturbation. So me thinking about this, right, while I'm at work is wrong. Yes, so it's an advantage for me and for a lot of people.
It makes you lose focus.
Yes.
So
Work-wise and...
Mazi.
Masturbation. Memory loss. Right?
Yeah, it's true.
Are you serious?
Psychologically, you like with what you said here, you're like you are the holy grail of masturbation. Yes.
Oh God. Yes.
So you attest to the fact that there are sometimes you walk into your room to pick something and you blank, you forget something. You forget why you went into your room. Doesn't happen to you. Real shit. That's masturbation disadvantage. Right before your eyes, Manimaro. Sometimes you go think saying a highness, but no be highness.
Normally, I go being in the put my mind for this. Let me.
Also, the key be, but it makes you a recluse because before you can perform a successful masturbation, you need your space. You need privacy. You know, and if you're always inside, indoors, if you're introverted, you know, it can lead to being an introvert.
It will make you enjoy your own company more than other people.
You think that you're enjoying your company, but that is your addiction working on your mind.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's your addiction working
So you guys
on
are being therapeutic with me right now?
No. What's not red house?
I the way it is.
I'm feeling like I'm in intervention right now. You guys are talking about me. You're talking to me directly.
With the way it is for you, nobody can even deliver you.
Exactly.
Nobody can.
You have to deliver yourself if you really
No,
want
my
to stop.
work is sex related. Everything I do online, face to face, is sex related. And if I leave myself like that, it will lead to me sleeping with a whole lot of people. Like I record
Do you understand
live
that
porn.
a whole lot of people, not men? That answers your question. Continue.
Fuck you. So, I'm saying,
A whole lot of people.
I record live sex. I
You
work
record
with
what?
that's my work description. So I do all those things. I post private parties where they do all those kind of things. So I get to watch a lot of things that is meant to turn me on as a human being. And if I still let me start having sex as much as I do things that is attached to sex, guy.
Exactly. And I think another disadvantage of masturbation is that it's going to be difficult for another human being to satisfy you. Like you're straight, it's going to be difficult for a man to take you to orgasm.
I wonder the kind of men you've been exposed to, fam.
I said it's not.
You know.
If you have the vibes, somebody told me something about boneless dick. If you experience boneless dick, you wouldn't have a problem with getting to orgasm.
Okay. All right. So now let's discuss the cons and pros of pornography. That's the same like advantage and disadvantage of watching a porn. Because at some point, everybody watches porn.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
So what are the advantage of watching porn? Does it, like, I'm even wondering, does it even have an advantage?
Advantage.
Maz, you can start first here.
Pornography. Growing up, it was blue film.
Exactly. BF.
Blue film was the euphemism used to, mask the intensity of the vocation, sexual vocation, right? But the first that I watched it, I was disappointed. I didn't see any blue thing, right? Then, subsequently, when it became pornography to me, there's something it does to you. Everybody watches porn. Almost everybody watches porn, right? Bro, even pastors watch porn.
Yeah, true.
I remember when I used to be a pastor, there was this guy. Yo, if you watch this in toy, we were at a retreat center, like a proper church program, yes. And then this guy drops his phone off and says, "Nanyele akame something on the phone here." Curiosity. I go to his Google. Come here something. X video mopta.
Voila.
The
And
website.
this is somebody who is unquote sacrosanct. This is a pastor that preaches and people catch anointing, and nigga was watching porn. Probably before he went to the pulpit.
What, is it a sin?
I don't know about say I'm not a Christian, but
You
from where I stand, every form of sexual adventure does something to spirituality. It's either enhances or drops your vibration, right? That is why people like Oni of Ife, that is why he cannot sleep around. Before he puts his dick inside any pussy, he has to marry you. Yotago. Yes,
so that's why he's going on
oh
rampage.
yeah, that's not
marrying
rampage.
different-
He's a classic African man, as he should.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what pornography does, it lowers your vibration. Like I said earlier, off air, it goes hand in hand. They are interwoven. Masturbation and pornography. For the most part, there cannot be masturbation without pornography. So they go hand in hand. So maybe this disadvantage of masturbation may as well be projected as a disadvantage of pornography.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Papa Diamond, do you have something to say? Like,
Okay, about the advantages of pornography. Apart from helping with masturbation, there is no other thing. I think it has a lot of disadvantages more than it has advantages to me.
exactly.
Yes.
So now let's talk. Okay, do you want to say something?
I forgot something. There's something else pornography does. Once upon a time in Lagos, I met this guy. He shoots porn stars, and he told me how it goes. As a matter of fact, he showed me behind the scenes, and then I was like, okay, so here people now I watch now they say action, cut, in all these things. The actors and actresses involved, there's a point where they rest and drink water, freshen up, But then, if you use pornography as a standard, as a benchmark for sexual fulfillment, that is why there are records of men.
Because they do it with perfection.
Yes, the idea
That's
is
the
to paint.
disadvantages of it. I was actually waiting for that part because it's for women. It actually messes with your head because you expect that kind of standard from regular
you
men.
expect a chief like me to be on top of somebody on top of a woman for 1 hour, 2 hours. Getting them is now. Do you get?
Me, I don't enjoy.
Do you understand?
Sex.
So
Sex is
not
meant to be short and
short
enjoyable.
and enjoyable. Like
Yes.
most of the times when I see all these aggressive porns, I'm like
Aggressive.
do you understand where the guy is banging the girl?
Aggressive to be specific.
Banging. What I mean, banging. The girl is screaming. Sometimes I wonder if the screams are.
all those things are plastic, man. They hire the moon. They
The
hire
truth
your bag.
is porn messes with everybody's head, both male and female, because it's men will not expect you to scream like that. Me, how would I enjoy the sex when I'm screaming like a mad person?
Yeah.
And the reason why you stay in your house and you're hearing somebody shouting upstairs is because
They have watched a lot of porn and they want to do it like that.
do you understand?
Exactly, because
And then that is one of the reasons why women don't get to orgasm. Because you're trying to please the man because of what you watch. You're screaming. You're not even focusing on the sex. Guys, if you're focused, you don't even have time to scream. Your mind is inside what they are doing to you at that moment.
That is why more women choose to masturbate, because masturbation.
You have time of your own. You can do whatever you want.
you know how to touch yourself.
You focus.
You know
and,
where to touch. You know the things
stuff.
you want to do to yourself that will make you come. You get.
Do you know that there was a time I was having sex with one guy. We were having sex, and then I was into the sex. He was good and all that, and all my head was like, and I smoked as fuck. I was high, so it was going. The vibe was as in top notch. The next thing was like, why am I not screaming? I'm like, what the fuck, guy, get off me! What kind of question is that?
Also, men
I like
attach
moaners.
that's moan to masculine
Yeah.
They want to feel powerful. Like they're doing
Like
something
they're doing
right.
something and you're enjoying
And that
it.
is why at the end of the day, many women fake those stuff, fake orgasm, fake a lot of things, fake their buttocks, fake their,
At
face.
some
That is-
I
point,
believe that
all
any
the
girl
women have
enjoying sex
fake
can't even
orgasm.
scream.
okay.
Exactly, because
We learn every day.
when you're enjoying sex, it's hard
What
for
time
you
you
to
have
even
your
breathe.
mind is inside yourself.
Do you
You can't
understand?
even talk at that moment.
Ah,
You
God,
know that
I mean-
mourning and screaming are two different things.
Exactly.
But men expect us to scream.
See,
They want
I'm
you
a
to
man,
scream more
and I don't
at the same
expect
time.
somebody's daughter to be screaming.
No, a lot
I
of
didn't
people
mean
do. A lot of the guy asked me,
Nah,
why are you not
screaming?
Okay,
I said, what do you want me to
Sagai.
scream? He said I should say his name. Say your name
Say-
once.
yeah.
I don't even remember your name at that moment. If you're doing something right, I won't even remember your name. Guy.
You call him Pappy.
swear.
If you don't remember, you just say, "Hey, Pappy."
Now, I want to ask you something. First, do you think that ancient people, before all of this, do you think that they masturbated?
God, I was born 1998.
I think they did actually.
But I don't know. I'm not sure because the way our mothers preach about these people, like they make it seem that they were holy and they had
Not
no
holy.
sin in them.
Men that married 8 women, like my great grandfathers, and they married 11 women,
Voila.
and everybody lived in the same compound, in the same fence. And for a man to be able to control such women, sexually, do you understand? So does it mean that masturbation, the invention of masturbation, reduced the quality of masculine sexual prowess?
No, I don't think so. Men still have their powers. It will always be men. I would
wait,
never.
though, with what you said, let me just say this. A man that is married to 11 or 8 women cannot.
Masturbate.
Can never. Wait, let me finish. Please, 11 of them. What you will tell me then is that women resort to masturbation then to please
Yes.
themselves. When their husbands don't come
And
knocking
they
in the
stay
night.
loyal.
Yes, they do what they have to do to please themselves for them not to go outside.
Well, I don't think so.
For a man, he might be for a man, he might be okay because he has 11 women to please him.
See,
Exactly.
But the woman has only one man that might not share himself between those 11
Because
women
let's
in one night.
not forget that your grandfather or any other ancient man that married those women might not even be able to last for 5 minutes.
My sister.
And you cannot tell me that a woman
I beg to differ. 5 minutes. First of all, those people are down Fanta. Coke.
No,
Hana
bro,
told us,
pa.
Genti. These people eat real life stuff.
Real-
So you cannot draw parallel lines against their strength and the strength of modern day men. And what of Viagra? But many men get on Viagra just to perform. At the end of the day, oh, 30 minutes, Maggie Viagra.
Voila.
And this guy, no, I'm just telling you,
Bust my
Jabba,
head.
like maybe there was no masturbation, but then
you can't tell
the
me
women
that
will always find a way
to please
satisfy themselves.
Women have always had their way in history.
Yes.
Women have
And
always had
that's
their
on
way.
period.
Because you can't tell me that one man can you can't even please one woman as a man.
11?
I don't understand. So your daddy does not need to please your mommy.
Hey, Jesus.
You know, women, we have a different kind of body setting. But our mind is extreme. Do you know that? Like this that you are now. You please me in ways you feel that can please me. Do you know that?
That is where
But there are
conversation coming.
ways
That is where
I want
conversation
you
coming.
to please
That is where
me.
conversation
Yes.
coming. Ne, ke go say ade ke feature. E go me feature. Malo. Ana be a sexual dialogue. Malo no me go say ade me me fe.
Okay, do you think then? Okay, you just got to what I'm saying. Men then, they feel powerful. They feel like
They
they
are
own.
powerful.
They
They
own.
are powerful.
They are, but they feel like they own the women, and they actually do. So, do you think that a man that owns you, that wants to come and use you the way he wants, and has time to sit down and talk to you and know what you want? Then, do they even have these conversations about sex? A man that is married to how many women?
Do you
They
know
don't have
that
kind of conversations.
Nigerian men do not want you to talk about sex with them?
Thank you. They don't.
Okay,
They don't.
Well,
I
don't
met
know.
a guy. Excuse me. I met a guy. I was talking to. We went on a date. It's a two table for two, just me and him. He said he wanted us to get to know each other and all that. And when we got there, I was introducing myself. I talked about my likes and dislikes. I'm like, what are the things you like? your woman to do to you when you guys are in a closed door? And he was like, I don't like to talk about it.
You asked that question on the first date.
It
Why
wasn't
would
a
you
first
ask?
date.
On the
It
first
wasn't
date
a
that they
first
asked.
date.
You know, on
It
the
was a
first date
second
they'll ask you
date,
what
and we've
size
been
of your
together
dick.
for.
First date, they asked what's that?
No,
Nah.
I wouldn't do that. I think
Nah.
it's rude.
In a job, I mean to know more.
No, why you?
I think it's
try.
rude.
About it,
But
I
me,
asked.
I asked him
I
after
know more
2
than me.
months of us being together, and that was on our
No, I
second
asked
date.
if you're good in
You
bed.
get?
I always, first time I meet you, I asked you, are you good in bed?
Me, and he was
What size
like,
of your
he
dick?
told me that
For them,
we'll
they feel
find
I'm
out.
being
It's
funny,
not
but
something
for-
I want to find out. It's something I want to talk about because most men, Nigerian men, they think giving women head is an abomination. But it's not. But you want me to give you head, but then you don't want to put your mouth in my pussy. How do you want me to feel? Like, sex is a give and take. You give me, I give you. You give me, I take. I give you, you take it. Do you understand?
So, okay, I just want to ask something now, bro. Do you believe that there's power in the tongue?
There is.
All right. Do you believe that there's power? Do you believe that there's such thing as vaginal power?
There is vaginal
All right.
power.
Now, you may want to agree or disagree with me that when power meets power, one power must succumb.
Exactly.
Right? Now, the power in the tongue, for people, you look like a Christian to me. I don't know what you look
I'm
like.
not.
Fair point. Christians believe that, that the word came from spoken word, right?
Yeah.
So, really legging, as a man, as a chief, really legging, they're not one. Mecha matters. Nya, mputaze na otu echi. Ofila ka ngeji we goji. O make your sense now. Obugodu mo abu ndi mo na buka no go answer.
Okay, Ofila he get you a gorgy. So are you trying to tell me that my own tongue doesn't have power? Because I'm going to fucking give you head.
Listen. If you do not want to give head, udoji. That is where conversations come in.
That's why there is this sexual conversation
he's contradicting
because
himself.
me,
You're contradicting.
I want a man to give me head. You don't fucking want to touch me, and then there is not.
When we talked about
You don't want
your
this
grandfather
one
and
is
everything.
Jesus Christ.
When we talked about it,
When did cunnilingus happen? Like, when do you think the idea of cunnilingus happened? Now, by every available inkling in my head, I may be wrong, I may be right. I feel that all pornography began with their distance because I don't think our ancestors had time to do that.
Who said so?
I said I don't think. With the kind of primitive life they lived, I do not think that, that thing had come.
But do you
This
believe,
is the
that
21st
anything
century.
we invented now?
It was done days
happened,
before
that
we
this
were
is just
even
history
conceived.
repeating itself over and over again.
Okay, I want to ask you something. You can imagine your mother on missionary, but you imagine your mother on doggy. Yes or
Said
no?
so, guy.
Guy, yes, it's easier for me to imagine my mom doing missionary, but then
Understand what I'm
My
saying?
dad a bad man. Guy, what are you
things
saying?
Gente now. Your dad will say any. Understand what I'm saying? What pornography did was to teach the people who watch it new
that there is
permutations.
a lot
wait,
to sex.
Do you understand?
Than
If you
just
want to-
sticking your dick inside a woman's
calm
pussy,
down. Let me
and
ask
it's
you.
good.
Wait,
It
if you
is
want
good.
to, sugar
The goodness
plum,
or the
sugar
badness
plum.
is subjective.
If you want to talk about this, let's go back to ancient Rome and everything about sex with them. If you've done any research on sex, this Roman sex life, do you know that they have explored a lot of things and they educated people around them? Do you know that? Sex, lesbianism, homosexualism, every kind of sex, pansexual, heterosexual, everything has happened with them. Do you know that? And you tell me that they did not do doggy. How were they homosexual?
Exactly.
So
Everything sexual has happened before.
But when he's talking about the African part of the
That's
Do you
world.
why I said
Do you
they
understand?
educated
now
everyone
we're
around
going
them.
Rome. You go.
No, Egypt is Africa. Egyptian gods had sexual different kinds of sexualism from the beginning of times. You know that. They explored sex more than us.
So Kansikwa,
Egypt is Africa.
Mazi is talking about the Igbo land. Right.
Okay, we're going back to Igbo.
We want to talk about the Igbo land that we're talking about.
Okay, Igbos are,
And
you know that
everything we say
Igbos are Jewish men that dropped on the way back to Israel, right?
No. There's something I do not like. I hate when we try to shrink the essence, the history. the heritage of the Igbo people and try
Okay.
to make it fit into the Jewish narrative.
Okay.
If Igbo, I think we are veering, but okay. If Igbo, Ndibo,
Okay.
ancient ones.
Okay.
So if there's anything, Jewish people came from us. I did not come from a Jewish person. I didn't Jew.
Okay.
So I beg everybody to have that mindset. I have run the Jew.
So you're
I
saying
have Igbo.
we were never educated about this sex?
I don't know. I'm from sexual education till today, 21st century. Nani Igbo. Till today, Nani Igbo. I'm not sure. Even if your mother taught you sexual education, she said it in hushed tones.
My mom would, and I think this all happened to all the African homes.
Understand
your mom would always tell
now.
you, don't let a man touch you. If he touch you,
you get
pregnant. So nobody talk about
we came
because of the internet and all that.
Let's just say we came from different families or their kind of training and mindset. Because I was very well educated about anything I need to know.
Okay.
Fair point.
So
and that education has taken you so far.
All right, thank you guys for coming in, and that will be all for today. So watch out for the next episode. I love you guys, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.